Let us continue playing Halcyon 6. We're in day 30. The new Terran Federation has a number of potential issues. We have a defense fleet station there. We have a Q resource, few places we can gain some resources. We also have another fleet here, which is the Enforcer fleet at Urza. We also, however, have this nebula that we want to encounter just because that will get us some extra materials. They'll only be there for about 60 days, but the materials could well be worth it. I also do have to get back to the spaceship at some stage because I'm probably going to have to split my forces off, go grab some resources with the two ships. In fact, if I could split the fleet off, I could probably get around doing it that way. But I'm actually going to send the fleet here first. Patrol fleets that are harassing our remnant facilities have been detected emerging from interdimensional portals in and around Federation space. Okay, so they want us to investigate the portals, which I think we should do, but I'm going to wait on that one at least a little bit. Here to be some hostiles on the surface. Let's beam down. Okay, so we've dealt with this Skrull Tyrant before. This, though... Chomp, Z-Spit, and Voracious. Well, let's deploy. We'll deploy anyway, but I'm not going to fully heal here, because we need to conserve some resources. And they've now got a shield up, so they're going to resist some damage for a little bit. What do I got in the way of debuffs? Transfusion. Alright, we're basically going to start draining him for health. They didn't do a lot of damage, though. Alright, let's go for a shrapnel grenade on all enemies. Do a bit of bleeding. On one of them, at least. Next, I think we're going to go for a blind attack on this guy. Just keep him out of our way. Still alive. Alright, Psionic Blast. This is one we probably want to focus on, but now that we got that happening, let's precision shot the space monster. There's a good chance that we get this guy killed anyway with our damage over time. 11 per round, that should do it, so... Let's go for an electrocution on you. Shock for 12. Voracious, so he's now going to be slightly more deadly to deal with. It's probably worth killing this guy off, though, because he's going to get a move in. And he dies. There's one we picked up rewards. Did we pick up... Covered the materials. We should turn to the starbase now. Indeed we should. Aegon is promoted. Let us... return the fleet. Materials have been successfully transported. So we've been given a large materials hoard. That gives us 300. Okay. So let's just quickly go to our ship management. I'm leaving the ship names for whoever wants to name themselves after them. But in the meantime, we have some upgrades. So we can get to Strategist Training 2. 6 tactical, 2 science, 1 engineering points. I think that's a suitable upgrade. Also, there's an epic level thing there. Oh, and also we've got 1 extra skill point. Upgrades the Fire at Will combat power. Targeting Theory. Let's see what we're actually working towards with some of these. So, Precision Artillery. Yeah, I think we're going to keep with the Fire at Will stuff. So as we continue Fire at Will. Alright. Next, Little Debbie has 2 skill points. So, let's go for the Inventor Training. Because upgrading her stats, which I've now noticed are here, could be important. And we're going to, I think, slowly work our way down towards getting here. So Reinforce Hull, Reinforce Hull affects moves us onto Flux Hull Theory, gets us on towards Experimental Thrusters, and we can go on to that. Chaos Theorist training sounds interesting, and we should definitely look into that. Marishin, our biologist, will go for more biologist training. And integrated bioweapons. Make internal hemorrhaging in your target, may make you sick to your stomach. Sounds appropriate. We're going to go with that. Okay. So increase inabilities and stuff on that. So let's have a look through the starbase. We have collective server thread, have we? And we have a raider fleet. So we have a couple of things actually arriving at this point. And some problems. So let's first off, new and existing officers automatically promoted to a lieutenant commander. That could be huge, but I think what we're going to do here is just grab ourselves an extra person at this stage, and we're going to have Marishin do this. So he's going to train a new officer for us. Next, we really need a dark matter multiplier. So we're going to go through that, gain some additional resources out of that, and a materials multiplier as well. Okay. I think the last thing we probably wanted to do, although we don't have any materials for it, I was thinking building another ship, but okay, well we still have one fleet to deal with, so what I think we need to do... Well, tell me how long it's going to take them to get here. Not really. See, I'd like to go and just pick up some things here, especially as there is something going on. Colonies at full capacity. Oh, okay, that's what he's complaining about. I thought it was a mission that it was sorting out. Alright, well, let's actually send... Let's send you to go pick that up. Repair or launch. Okay, bring to Bombarders. Speak to some of their chatter. There's no comparison! Cud is definitely the strongest candidate to replace the Admirax. So hold on, stay. Oh, we're on Discovery, didn't see the movie. You said it. Okay. Pirates have since taken bombardment station. Okay. So we do have to deal with them. There are a lot of ships here, though. But I think we can deal with this. Nope. Let's send the new fleet. So this will be made up of the Acolyte and you. Launch fleet. Officers are currently busy. Sure, I'd like to send them off. Confirm. And repair all. Okay. Well, apparently that's going to happen. Orbital bombardment. Enemies take a position in the starbase approach area will begin bombarding the base over time, resulting in station damage. Well, we're trying to dislodge them. That is the plan. These are only two small ships, though, and we should have reasonable ability to deal with this. It's working out. Yeah, we'll go with this. This should be fine. Shimmied out of that one, and... Bravo, Pirate, even you have some worth. Don't praise the enemy, Marishin. Alright, let's go stasis lock on the first one. Ship disabled. Let's begin deconstructing him now. So that should be dead in a couple of rounds. Therefore, we can now start concentrating on this guy. 54. So he will be dead. Flat barrage. She's evaded. Tempting the cauterized hole, but we'll just continue with the portal cannon. Survives on 1. Okay. So that didn't get him killed. Let's upload the virus then. Sensors offline. First one destroyed. Flat cannons. Battle is won. Will it count as our third fleet? Some sort of map. Bring it back to the starbase and we can decode it. Okay. In transit to the starbase. Okay, so we have destroyed all 3 fleets. We have returned, we've gained materials, we've gained stuff. Okay, so we now know the positions of the pirate leaders. Defeat the Wraith fleet, defeat the Streak fleet, defeat that fleet. Okay, let's just see how tough these are. So these are a little tougher. And also we don't have the Vuel. So we are going to have to be cautious on this one. Transfer that. We could try and upgrade this, but I think it's going to be more important for us to actually just go and collect things at this stage. So we're then going to head to the Vuel refinery. Transfer the Vuel to the fleet. Be tempted to do this, but we're going to have to wait on it. Head back to base. Okay. So there is that approaching as well. Let's have a quick look. So I'm not sure what we're actually doing research-wise right now. But I get the feeling we probably want to start considering some things. Turnship Hangar version 2. We need a lot more resources. So that means we could go and grab Vuel without needing to worry about it, I suppose. Propulsion Lab, Efficiency Foundry, increases our health. Counselor's Room, increases morale. Officer Cloning Center. That's potentially bad. Alright, so there's nothing we really can research here that's going to be a big help to us at this stage. But given things, let's get back to doing this. Get Aegon training our officer again. Let's then... What ships have we got, actually? This is an important thing to check at this stage. Because upgrading our ships makes sense, but we want to make sure we're upgrading the right one. So we have a Rogue, we have an Acolyte, and we have a Knight. So, Berserker upgrades, plus 10 there, or aim and evasion. Aim and speed. Alright, let's have Debbie upgrade that, because that makes sense for us at this stage. And we'll have Marishin upgrade the Acolyte as well with this. Alright, so a couple of ship upgrades we're going for. Oh, actually, I can only do one at a time. Alright, fine. Still fine. We can go and explore. And we'll have Debbie do that. Just trying to get a few more resources if we can, really. Okay, Dark Matter Multiplier and Materials Multiplier are now available. Okay, so Materials Replication. Unfortunately, we can't do anything as of this stage. But yeah, a task to just add materials is probably worthwhile to us. Morale's at 72%. Not currently giving us any pluses or minuses on this one. Okay. So we do want to check out this portal. Problem is, I've got a fair feeling that it's just going to destroy us if we went now. I need all three of them to go. Okay, show location. So maybe we'll wait until everything gets done and then we'll see. Okay, Terran Tier 1 has completed its task, so now we've upgraded the ship. Faster ship construction would be helpful as well, but we actually do need to just go and build a new ship, I think. Federation shuttle, no, we don't need to worry about that. See, I'd like to get another ship built, but we're going to need a new officer before we do that. Let's have a quick look at the star map again. So that's going to arrive there and just do a ton of damage. That's what it's telling me. So, Yeah, we really need to get Explorer, I think. Potential supply of dark matter. Okay, I think getting on... Alright, here's my next plan. My next genius plan. Let's have... Who's available at the moment? So we have Debbie and Marishin who can go and do things. Alright, let's have Debbie go off by herself and just have a look for that. Launch fleet... We will repair that on the way out. Have a situation at the Officer Academy. While researching key officer cognition and pedagogical theory, Egan discovers they had a recent ancestor who performed untoward experiments on their comrades, sometimes with horrifying results. Egan Obsessive is thankful for something new to obsess over. Egan is grateful for the distraction. Gained 9 experience points. Well, good for you. Alright, meanwhile, let's go out to here and... Actually, no, let's not do that, because we are going to need to pick up fuel. So, let's just see how this goes. Instant complaints on the starbase about the dark matter multiplier. Inadvisable for a small percentage of humans. We'll work rotations. Federation distress signal. And we've made contact with a mine here. Alright, transfer materials to the fleet. View the facility. I have to research for satellite drones tech. Alright, where are the satellite drones? I have to get down to fuel plant first. Alright, let's work our way down there. Fuel plant, then go down to satellite drones. Next up, we'll head back to here with our Halcyon fleet. Transfer free fuel to the fleet, that's really not enough. Deploy drone. Oh, we do have satellite drones. Okay, hold on. Go deploy that. Okay. That might have been useful to do earlier, but still. New candidates are ready to be selected for promotion to officer. Good. Alright, so we have a physicist, we have an operative, and we have an inventor. I think what we're going to do here is we are going to bring in... We're going to bring in Anion. So we have a new officer spot. Memory retention drills, probably not too important right now. We have plenty of dark matter. So what I might do with you instead is go and put you into this and see if you can upgrade. Upgrade this. Anion, do the thing. Okay, let's return the fleet home. Oh, actually, no, cancel. Gotta wait until you do that. Problem is, this fleet is going to destroy us unless I go with all three of them, so I'm probably going to have to wait a little bit here. Okay. That upgrade has happened. Officer promoted. Anion, welcome to level 2. Let's give you advanced targeting, proximity doctrine, point blank combat power. Let's give you a cloak. Yeah, let's give you a cloak, actually, unless there's a reason to go for something else. You have a cloaking device. Well done. Also, elements of surprise coming up. Yeah, I really need to deal with that. Okay. Automated delivery should happen soon. Alright. Return home. Federation survivors. Scientists are stopping refusing the offer, ensuring your fleet they're fine. Monarchy, if you read this and teleport off in the flash of light. Darn it! We're done with some more scientists. Alright, we gained some materials. We don't have a ship for Anion yet, but I think the time has come to now try and save this colony. So let's send the fleet. Had a couple of upgrades here, and this could be a bit of an interesting battle, I think. Still, I'm sure our 3 people can handle this. Launch the fleet. Repair everything. Let's head out. Managed to lock onto a hailing frequency with the alien ship, though our translation algorithms seem wholly unable to make any sense of the garbled language, if that even what it is. On behalf of the citizens of the New Terran Federation, I demand an immediate cessation of attacks on our territory. We could try words, you know. Well, good luck with that. Well, we tried. Okay, so the ships look about even on hit points. It's going to be then a case of... do we have this? Alright, I think we need to edit you for healing at this point. So, we'll go for adaptive armor, cauterized hull, and we want to go for... actually, what are they weak to here? They've got resistance to sensor offline, resistance to sensor offline. They're weak to hull breach effects. So I guess we stick with the portal cannon then. Uploading a virus to all of them doesn't do a lot of damage, and they're kind of immune to that anyway, even though we have a bonus to doing it. So that's our plan there. Alright. We clearly need our triple shot. We don't have to hurt them all. Sensors offline doesn't do much. Weapons disruption doesn't really do much here. Vulnerable, crew panic, and engines down seem like the best 3 other ones. So let's go with a crippling shot, even though it does less damage. Go with that, that, and that. Okay, Debbie. So, we have repairs, which I think is going to be important. Shock mine does cause panic. That could do something. They are weak to hull breach effects, so that ability at the top is what we need, really. Alright, let's engage. Okay, we have move 1. We have armor here, and I feel that that's going to be useful for later. For now, though, let's have a go at... let's think about this. Oh, they have even more resistance to this. Extra damage to science, extra damage to tactical, extra damage to engineering. Well, our tactical ship is our weakest in terms of hit points, so I think we're going to try and concentrate on the young Basher to start with. Well, that happened. Okay, bullseye. Focus fire on one ship to start with, and then we'll see about things. Deconstruct. Okay, we're at half health with you, but that should be okay. Hull breach then, onto you. Exploited the hull breach. And now we can do with some damage. Crippling shot. Alright, bring out the repair drone. Once we get rid of one of them, it should start to become easier. Triple shot. Ow. Okay, so they've disrupted that. Let's go with them with the adaptive armor. So this provides a bit of regeneration for all of us. Next, let's go for further deconstruction effects. That wasn't so bad. Okay then. Fire at will 2. This does have the downside of causing us some problems. No, I think we'll go bullseye. Alright, critical condition then. You need to heal yourself. Stay on target, Mara. Alright, flat barrage. Bullseye 10, and that should kill him. Next move, actually. So, based on that, I think our target now is to try and focus on you, since you're the next weakest. Hull breach. Alright, can't repair hull. Can repair our own hull, though. Start the deconstruction. Bullseye. And exploit the hull breach. Hit me again, you monster. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. Let's try and knock his engines down. Lowering his speed was good. Hull breach. Did not work this time. Okay, let's fire at will. Yeah, the good thing is... Well, maybe it wasn't a good thing. We'll see. I should probably do a heal here just to keep him up. I know he's got some regeneration going on, but... Oh, I had regeneration going on, I should say. Alright, try and exploit that. Do some extra damage over time. And exploit that. Hull breach exploited. Brood pods has done something. Bullseye. Mara, finish it off. Okay, we gain a lot of dark matter. We gain a few materials. 2-star ship. Colony at Alpha Voltaris is safe once again. Okay, we'll view the facility. So we can deploy a drone here and get some crew in, but I don't think crew is really something we're worrying about too much at this stage. Fuel definitely, dark matter definitely, but not that. So I think we'll hold that for now. So that's the fuel. We have... Actually, we don't really need the fuel right now. We should probably go to here, actually. This is probably the closest one. So this is for dark matter. Let's head there. I'm worried at how little fuel we have left. Reputation gained. Okay. Let's rebuild this. Add officer. Oh, we need lieutenant commander to do that. Okay, fine. Return home. Alright, let's just have a quick check on our notification and things here. Alright, clear all that. And let's have a look inside the station. So we can go and hire another crew member. We could also get ourselves another ship, and I think that might be useful. So this time, let's go for a marksman over the rogue, just so we got one of each type. Construct the ship. Construct the ship. And actually, that only required dark matter. Task available. Let's go for dark matter creation then. And let's have Marishan do that. And meanwhile then... Okay, so we do need to get up to a lieutenant commander position before we can do that, really. In which case, we will go and continue exploring the rest of the ship, I think. So Aegon can go explore there. Needs to be level 4. So we're getting down to the areas we can't really do a lot else with. So... So I think we send Debbie off to go and... Oh, no, that was the one ship I could send. I really need to name these properly in a moment. Yeah, we'll send the knight off. Heading towards there. We don't have enough fuel to do it, actually. So we will have to wait. Okay, survivors. It will produce crew over time. We don't really need crew, though. I need to... Ruined facility. Well, we know about that. We should head there next. See if we can sort this out. Alright, so we gained some extra materials. A fuel plant. That actually would be useful. Let's go and produce one. After this, we need to go and make another power facility, so let's think about doing that later. But that's on the horizon of things we need to do. Marishan is continuing to create dark matter. Well done. Oh, we have another ship arriving. Okay, so we have another fleet on the attack. So let's deploy you, and we don't have a third ship yet, but we will have 2 currently. Oh wait, no. Marishan's also busy with stuff. Okay, so this time we have 3 of these ships to deal with. Between Debbie and Aegon, though, we should have this. We hope. Especially as these are still the terrible pirates who are just coming over to provide us a few extra resources. Okay, let's just have a quick check of what they're weak to. Engines down, and engines down seems the main order of the day, so crippling shot. And I might as well finish this guy off. Overkill. I should never have hit you, but it did. Alright, bullseye. And I think, just to make sure of things... Well, actually, that wasn't necessarily guaranteed to kill at that point, but 2 down. Crippling shot. And we'll go for another overkill. So stacking the damage is seemingly a good tactic at this point. We also have a smoke repeller, some materials, and some dark matter. Show location. Okay, so we have a couple of things to try and deal with then. Marksmanship is now ready for active duty. Anion, welcome aboard. So we need to go pick up materials. We need to try and pick up some fuel. We need to go over here as well. We need 8 fuel to make it there. We need 8 fuel to make it there. Alright, let's go here, because I think what we need to do, in all honesty, and we'll send our marksman as well, is launch the fleet over to here, repair all, transfer fuel to the fleet. I can't add a drone here, unfortunately. But what I can do now is go over here and start picking up supplies. But I want to deal with this first. Fuel plant is now online. It is literally a fuel plant. Well done. Transfer crew to the fleet. Feed the facility. And I have one more. Was there not a pirate thing around here? Apparently not. Well, let's go around, pick up the stuff. Return to base. Okay, Marishan continually making dark matter. Oh, also, we have now got Marishan up to the might of level 4. So we'll go with that. Advanced damage against them seems good to me. Should probably have looked at what my other options were, but hey. Additional stat increases, got to take them. So it now means we have somebody who can explore the advanced areas now. So we'll cancel your task there. Very good, you've done very well for us in all honesty. I guess it now means that we can have a Lieutenant Commander go and explore here. So, Lieutenant Commander Marishan, off you go. So, I think the other thing we need to do, now that we got some steady fuel coming in... Oh, this is going to take 9. No, we'll launch the fleet anyway. Excellent. Okay, so we got there with the dark matter stuff. 201 transferred. View the facility. Let's deploy that satellite drone. And we'll get Egan to do that. 4 days. We don't mind waiting 4 days. I think, though, we are getting to the point of wanting to deal with this fleet now, especially there's only 2 of them there. We'll just have to wait and see how much fuel we get over these days. If this dark matter multiplier we built has some unlocked potential. If we were to oscillate the neutrino capacitor, we might be able to initiate a dark matter reaction that could result in extra dark matter. Go for it. Barring any complications, we you know, everything will work. Excellent, excellent. And we do know we need one of these actually, so let's go and construct that. Meanwhile, let's have you continue to explore some of the ship. Okay, cause on profits are approaching. And we have another fleet here which we need to try and deal with. 2 masterminds. Show location. Okay. So, we have somebody approaching us. We have a science ship capable of getting back there and dealing with things, but... I don't know necessarily whether one ship unrepaired is actually going to be worth it, but, you know, we'll launch anyway. Corzon delegate has arrived. Human friends, greetings from Anea and the Corzon consensus. Many commiserations to you and your people, Commander. As soon as we sense the tremendous outgrowth of psychic torment from Luterra. By now I'm sure you too have discovered the terrible tragedy that has befallen your race. Federation is crippled, and you, my child, must pick up the pieces. But be hardened, human, for Onir will aid you in whichever manner you desire. Fantastic. Resources and ships would suffice. Of course, we can't offer you physical aid, per se. We were more imagining counsel, advice, an admittingly scaly shoulder to cry on, more in that vein. And what kind of counsel are you offering? Well, of course, we can't offer you many visions of the future. That would be highly destabilizing. And as you know, would run counter to the sacred task of guiding and pruning the continuum. But there is one piece of premonition we may impart on you, if you will accept it. Sure, lay it on me. Do not trust the collective. or the Xla, or the Yabling. They are conspiring against you to seize your station. Invite not just anyone except your friends, the Corson. That's it. What is that time? If it must be off. Okay, so... Why do I get the feeling that's going to backfire on us at some stage? But we now know where the Corson consensus is. And plots and things and plots have got to be considered. Alright. Well, I think we'll call that a video here. Next time, we will name our mini-ships, because hopefully I'll have some comments, and if not, well, I'll name the ships anyway. So, next time, we debate what the premonition we've been given, and we see if we can deal with a few more of the pirate situations. I would like to actually clear out this group of people here, which I should be able to do with this fleet. 2 tactical ships and a... Yeah, I think that could deal with that. So we could go and deal with this portal, see what happens. Maybe see about the escalation side of things. The other side point I really need to consider is getting ourselves up to Terran 2, which requires a lot of materials. But now we get into the stage of being able to grab them quite regularly. Something to consider. Something to consider. So, until next time then.